So what do you do when you find a pretty cool, possibly expensive item that you can resell, or maybe you just want to refinish something and it's dirty, right? And in this case, a leather item. And I'm going to show you what I found that works really well on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John with Flippin' Ain't Easy. And today I'm going to show you a little hack that I found with just some research for some items that I picked up at the yard sale that were really, really dirty, and it was on a leather material. So dirt and leather, those things are hard to clean. You can't just throw them in your washing machine. You'll ruin the material. And this I just never knew existed, and I hope that this little hack is going to be something that you can use as well. So here it is. Now, this is a hockey goalie pad legging. And so I just got through doing this little hack for one of the two. Of course, this is not the one that I cleaned. This is how bad they get. You see those black marks? Those are called puck marks, I guess, as the hockey puck is shot at the goal. You know, these leave marks as they're blocked, and it is quite a dirty mess. Now, these are leather, and there's lots of ways that you can clean this thing. I read that some people were saying to use like the magic eraser, and a lot of people were swearing by that, but some were saying that it will take the luster off of this leather. So this is leather. So now I'm not expecting you guys to be out there buying and cleaning hockey goalie pads or anything like that, but of course you can't use like conventional methods to get these marks out, but you can get unconventional. Now, rather than using the magic erasers that'll take the luster, the shine off of some of these leather items. Now, you, like I said, it doesn't have to be white, but certainly can be, you know, like a light color leather if you're like cleaning purses and different things like that. Before I tell you about what I'm doing here, I want to make it perfectly clear. You got to test this on the material you're going to use to clean. I don't want to be the one that's responsible for ruining a garment or a purse or an item, but everything I've used it for, this has worked. I introduced to you, that's what I'm using, and it's working better than you think. Now, this is found in the men's aisle. It is by the Shaving Stuff. It's sort of a pre-shave electric razor uh, conditioner. I guess conditions your face. But the thing is, I guess the magic ingredient is it just doesn't have, has like 40% alcohol, which the higher the concentration of alcohol, I guess the harsher it is. So now this is what it looks like before I mess with it, and this is after. Okay, so you can see the difference between the two. This is the same. One's the left leg, one's the right leg. And that's a huge difference. You know, I bought these at a yard sale, and, you know, I don't want that in my photo. Just like you wouldn't want a dirty purse or something leather in your photo. It's not going to get as much value. But if I can get that in my photo, and there's still some marks, right? These are high impact marks that you're getting, that you're trying to clean, and some of them are just not going to come out. Now, before you try this, I want to kind of give you a couple caveats here. Test like maybe the side or the inside of whatever material you're doing to make sure it just doesn't have a maybe a bad reaction to this electric shave, even though it's like all over the place. A lot of these hockey players, they just swear by it. Also, I have this, you want to use a microfiber towel, but I have these cheap 50 pack ones, and they're loaded with dyes. I would refrain from using something like this, maybe the yellow ones, the green ones, because what's going to happen is this is going to leave like a blue hue on your leather. You don't want to do that. I have this one. I've used this on the first one, and this one is a little bit more of a quality one, and it's not leaving any residue or blue color on the material. So just keep that in mind. And for the sake of just showing you, so here's what it looks like, and it's not a lot of pressure. I mean, I guess the more pressure you apply, the better it's going to be. As you can see, it's kind of doing the trick there. It's coming clean. And this isn't just as simple as maybe, like cleaning shoes, because maybe you can apply this towards leather shoes as well. But from my experience, the many pairs we've cleaned, this is just quite gnarly. It's these marks are pretty heavy duty, and maybe you have something with similar material out there, some kind of a leather piece of something that you want to kind of get cleaned up. And this is kind of the way to do it. So as you can see, that's pretty good as compared to, right here. This is coming clean. So what do you guys think? Now, I'm not always going to show you these kind of videos. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse, but when I come across something that works pretty well for a decent price point, like $5 or $6 for this little bottle, well, I want to share it with you guys. And I know part of this game that we do of reselling involves getting out here and cleaning stuff, and it's not always pleasant, especially if you don't have the right stuff to clean it with. When you put your stuff up for sale, you're going to be competing with some of these people who put purses, or in this case, hockey pads. And if they don't look halfway clean, people are just going to pass and spend a little bit more on the ones that do look clean. And that's the purpose. Spend $5 on a bottle of this and clean this thing up to where you're going to make even more money. These hockey pads I picked up at the yard sales on Saturday, and I picked up 2 sets of these. These are youth hockey, goalie hockey leg pads. I'm not a hockey player, don't know a lot about them, but I do know that they hold value. Some sporting good items do hold value. Some of these sets retail for over $1,000, but of course these are youth and they are used. And I think I saw some of these pairs, the comps on eBay were selling for a couple, $200-300, and like the other pair that I have, the black and white ones, I saw a pair sell for $650 plus shipping. Now I got the little, I guess they have gloves, like a baseball glove, but for hockey, and like a shield, and that comes with everything. Got a couple pairs of skates and a pair of goalie pants, and I picked them all up for $210. And I think I will pretty much easily get about $700 or $800 by the time it's all said and done. And it's like I don't know a whole lot of what I'm dealing with, but through research, I'm going to make this work where I'm going to spend a couple hours, 2-3 hours getting this stuff cleaned up, and that time is hopefully going to yield profit versus me just listing them as I found them. So I want to know what you guys think. What is your way of cleaning this leather material, leather goods like these pads here? Have you encountered a situation where you just want to clean these things up to where you can make more money, but you're afraid of ruining the material? And again, don't just take my word for it. Test an inconspicuous location within your item, maybe the underside of the leather, just to make sure that the leather doesn't bleed out. This tactic is something I would say to use for lighter colors like white or light gray, light tan. If you're dealing with like reds and blues, certainly test it, but be very careful and make sure, like I said, you're using the right towels, microfiber towels, and that don't have a high concentration of dyes. So the lighter the color on the towel, the less of the chance that you're going to have this stuff bleeding into the leather, which you don't want to turn a white item into a pink item because you're using a red towel that has a lot of dyes in it. So what do you guys think of this tip? Do me a favor, if you enjoyed the content, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell so when we go live or make another video like this, you're going to be notified. Sometimes you got to get in there and get your hands dirty and clean some of these things up. And figuring out and applying little hacks like this with this electric shave is yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day, and we will talk to you very soon. Take care.